Yo. Okay. Apologies in advance if I start coughing. It's been that kind of week. How y'all doing out there? Whenever you decide to listen, I don't even know what this is, but I got it around my shoulders because I just bought it from Belize. In words, you dig? So, you know, I wanted to look kind of cool. I was gonna wear like a cape or something. We might hang it up. Look at that, like an eagle or something with the I don't know. Look, it looked fly. I got it on. It don't matter if I ain't supposed to have it on, supposed to have it hung up. It don't even matter. But to talk music, I enjoy talking music, man. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube, to my Twitch. You know, let's do this for life. You know, man, a lot of music out. I am gonna get to some projects y'all expect, but let's get into some projects that I just absolutely dig first. Album reviews, music reviews on this channel on Tuesdays, no matter how late it gets on the Tuesday. I think it's important to say that. Um, I feel like Tyler the Creator. I feel like the Joe Budden podcast, specifically Parks and Joe. We need to bring back the culture of buying music, having music, and talking about music on Tuesdays because that's just how you get the proper burn of the art that people are giving us. Can't really do much on a Friday with music. You kind of already, you know, kind of already got your day, your life, your weekend set. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice addition, but I never wanted to try to find the heat on Friday. I want to know what it is by Friday. So that way, especially when if you're young, if you're out there, you're a young person, you're looking for harlots, you don't want to have to skim through the new project to know what's the anthem for the weekend. You already want to have it on deck. So that's why it was important to drop music on Tuesday, because by Tuesday, it's already past the car test. You've already heard it amongst your homies. Um, Now with social media, you even know what the ladies are liking out there. If you can't pull up onto them at like the Commons or something, or the cafeteria, and hear what they playing, but then by Friday, look, this the joint. Or I gotta find a whole new album, or we gonna play what happened last week. It's just a different culture. It's just a different conversation when you're talking about music and how we digest it. Um, Again, as I do these reviews, never will I ever listen to an album maybe half a time or half of one time if it doesn't warrant that. I'm going to really listen and digest the music, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about it like real human beings, like real people. I think that's important. Now, with that being said, Benny the Butcher and 38 Special dropped Stabbed and Shot 2, and I don't need 2 or 3 listens to tell you what this is about and why you need to listen to it. And for good reason, though. For good reason. I think on maybe a live or two before, talked about how I think the best version of street music exists under the GXFR umbrella. That is Griselda, Fashion Rebels, but also TCF, Trust Come First. Trust, You gotta add 38 Special to that mix. And Stabbed and Shot 2. So now, Stabbed and Shot 1, dope project. I believe my joint driver's seat is on that one. Now I'm going to look it up. I should have had it in my notes. But the bottom line here, though, the main premise here is that Benny the Butcher and 38 Spesh do not miss when they are together. And I think that is important to, look, Stabbed and Shot. Track 2, driver's seat, my joint. But sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that I have my actual factuals correct, and I do. That's an important part of doing these music reviews, man. These album reviews, these songs, singles, projects, whatever. Know what you're talking about. It's important. All right, so back to what I was saying. Benny the Butcher and 38 Spesh do not miss when they collaborate. I am a fan of those two gentlemen individually as well as separately. So when I saw that Stabbed and Shot 2 was on DSPs and available in your iTunes store, I immediately stopped listening to the album that I was going to review for y'all so I could listen to this. That's how big of a fan I am of both of these gentlemen. And you know what? This project does not disappoint. Why does this album not need a deep dive? Well, real simple. Because you know the product. They really do treat rap like the drug game. This is like selling drugs. You know what these guys are going to give you? Great lyricism, street tales, fire beats. No, that's the low hanging fruit. You either like it or you don't. This is either for you or it is not. But I do want to say that anybody that is thinking that that's all they can talk about, you are sadly mistaken. I will say though, it is very like amazing to me, even inspiring to me, how certain artists, certain rappers can talk about the same topic so many ways, but give you so many different angles and so many different new lyrics or just innuendo, metaphor, similes, all of it, and it feels brand new. There's not many rappers that can do that. I think the leader of this pack, just through longevity's sake, is Pusha T, right? Pusha T has definitely rapped about drugs for well over 27 or 28 years now. Yep, I'm not counting Grinding as their first release. I'm counting The Funeral, which I believe dropped in 1997. So that's how long I've been listening to Pusha T. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just telling you how long I've been listening. All right, Grounding came out in 2000. And with that being said, I believe that Benny the Butcher, 38 Spesh, in that same vein, whenever I want to hear something very aggressive and artistic and that just puts me in the mood to just make something happen by any means, throw on one of these guys' music, or now, since I got it, we're going to throw in that Stabbed and Shot 2. Stabbed and Shot 2, great name, great name. Um, Stabbed and Shot, great project series. Listen, whenever you name something Stabbed and Shot, that's already setting the tone for like what's gonna happen here. You know, you don't really think that you're gonna get too many joints for the ladies, something to, vibe to late night or go to the club. You don't throw this on when you're spraying your the Savage, because that's what all y'all got now, because you don't want to be creative. You just want to buy the cologne everybody else got. This ain't for that. This is right on time for hoodie season. If you haven't bought your new Timbs, get some, thermals, your I don't know what jean everybody's wearing now, but you can't wear the skinny joints to this per se. You might want to get a nice loose fit or a straight leg, something that you can hold a shank in, maybe something, one size up so you can fit your the barrel in the back or the front, whatever y'all do. Pause, because that kind of sounded crazy. But Stabbed and Shot 2, super dope project. Listen, there's incredible rhyming here. I never cease to be impressed by the level of rhyming that 38 Spesh does. Just when I think he's ran out of new clever metaphors or similes or analogies, he definitely takes it to another level. To be honest with you, man, I didn't even write down the ones that are on here because I want y'all to listen to it. But every every like 2 tracks, I want to say, and definitely on every single project that he has released. 38 Spesh is just doing an amazing job of giving you strife, pain, success, and just the will to win. But he does it in such a clever way that you can't you just can't discount how clever this brother is when he gets to kicking this talk. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, because I haven't done a review on it yet, but please listen to Mother and Gun. Mother and Gun is super dope, man. Another project that he dropped, I want to say maybe 2 months, 2 months ago. And then of course, Benny the Butcher got Everybody Can't Go. Um, you know what I'm saying? And that is also out earlier this year. Hey, listen, a lot of people don't mess with the project. I do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna listen to the Everybody Can't Go. I'm gonna do an actual full review. I should have did this earlier. I wish I had this idea earlier in the year, but I did not. So you know, we'll check it out and give y'all something that's worth your while if you're on the fence. The homie JR Reed is here. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, one full listen, underwhelmed. I'm glad you said that. We're gonna get there next, right? I gotta give this the full car ride treatment though. Yes, absolutely. So let's talk for real. Because I'm glad you said that. Let me get to my rating right away because again, some albums don't need a deep dive. Stabbed and Shot 2, Benny the Butcher, and 38 Spesh, 3 out of 5. And I'm giving them a 3 out of 5 because I know they rap really well. And I know that they're going to pick beats and they're going to pick pockets of their flows and they're going to talk they talk. And they are not going to fail at that. And if you've been listening since 2016 for sure, up until now, and maybe even before then, for some of y'all that come in a little earlier than me, listen, I'm not going to cap, I'm not going to front. I started listening to these brothers like summer or fall of 2016. That's where I come in. So, you can hear the ebbs and flows. You can hear the roller coaster ride that is their projects. Both of these gentlemen, too, by the way. As much as West Side Gun likes to hop on the platforms and speaks about how every GXFR project is a classic and this is a classic and that's a classic. We dropped the 10 best albums of this decade. We dropped the 10 best of this year. I'm so glad my palm is itching right now after the day I had today. Money on the way. But they talk about their standard and their stamp, and you know what? For the most part, they're right. However, classic is a very big word that too many people are using too loosely. And if I had to give that whole entire camp, obviously this is outside of 38 Spesh. This is just Benny, Conway, Gun. They probably got 5 classics total though. And not one person is holding off 5. I'll just put it out there like that. That's my personal perspective. We can have a whole different live and we can get into that. The reason why I give this a 3 out of 5 because it doesn't fail, but it doesn't overwhelm, as you were just saying, Reed. They had a lot to live up though. So I got to keep it. Oh yeah. So look, yes. And here's the thing about a lot of street rap, right? The artists that really did it, survived, and lived to tell about it, right? There's a certain hunger on Stabbed and Shot we're just never going to hear again. You dig? It's the same hunger that I hear during like Butchered on Steroids. It's the same hunger that was on Tana Talk 3 specifically. Like you can tell where like, wait, no, we gotta make this happen. Or you know what we gotta do. Or it's nah, people don't know I'm nice. So let me give them this. Or, oh, word, So Rock Nation want to do the deal? Let them hear this right here. And this just comes from a perspective of, again, dudes that are super official, super lived it, did it, and are painting a great picture. But the thing is, where and how do they tap into the hunger for every single project? It's difficult. It's difficult, especially when you're not trying to cater to more than, well, when you're only catering to one audience. Like, there's a lot to be said by the guys that do what they do, and you either like it or you don't like, to put it as respectful as possible. Because again, I got like, your Pusha T in this category, along with, shoot, even Conway. Um, it's like going to your favorite fast food restaurant. I won't use one in particular because I don't like a lot of fast food, but it's as simple as this. The combo is the same every day on the menu, right? However, you can tell when the new hires is there and they fixing your meal versus when the vets are there and fixing your meal. You can tell when the customer service at this location is kind of ass. But then you can tell when the people here, oh, they really give a damn about their job. And you know, you never stop going to the restaurant. You just don't go to certain locations again. That kind of explains your favorite street artist discography. They gonna have some of them ones. That's them ones forever. I still listen to Tanner Talk 3. Like it's just come out this year. Whatever year it is, I listen to Tanner Talk 3 like it's that album. Not so much for Plugs I Met. Um, you know, um, 38 Special, Mother and Gun, definitely one I'm gonna go back to. But like 1995, outside of the beat selection, it's only a couple joints that I really truly like super rock with. But at the same time, back to my analogy, even when your fries are cold, or when your burger was just like warm, it wasn't like piping hot, you still eat it, you enjoy it. It's just not like that one time you went. And I think that's just the best way to describe your niche artists, like the guys that stay in their pocket. They're not gonna knock it out of the park every single time. We can't look at our artists to be as hungry to be heard, to be seen, to get that next to get that next deal, to get these new endorsements, as they were when they first started. It's unfair. It's unfair. And now, you reach a level of professionalism in your art, which is rap, to where it's more eyes on you, but you're getting somewhat comfortable. And we should applaud it because it's important that our favorite artists don't die struggling, don't die broke. Like, I really do want every artist that I love and respect and appreciate, I want them to win. However, we do have to realize that that's going to come with the aspect of them just being taken down a notch or two on just the edge and on the hunger because of the fruits of their labor. They've won. They've done it. And that's why I'm giving Stab and Shot 2 3 out of 5. Which means, I mean, again, it's dope. Look, dope beats, dope rhymes. It's some stuff you've never heard before on there. I always love the fact that specifically like when 38 Special's rhyming, there's a couple of tracks on there where you're going to hear a bar that you've never heard before, like anywhere. There's no interpolation. There's no interpretation. There's nobody that might have flipped the bar like this. We did like that. Like, no. 38 Spesh is one of the few rhymers in the world that is literally saying something different. Like he's literally so dope to you a different way versus the details that come with Benny's rhyming. It's almost like he's writing a screenplay and just telling you, okay, this scene, this happened. And you're like, oh, word. And even if, it's almost like he's a writer pitching you a script and letting you paint your own picture of what you just saw in it. And again, you can't, and guys like that, guys like Benny, guys like Spesh, they don't put out weak albums. They just put out albums that you may not feel as much as the last one or the next one. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't hold this project against them. Again, the first stab and shot, I mean, it's too fire for words, but for a lot of us, for a lot of y'all, you had no idea who they were. And or by the time Stab and Shot come out, you were very familiar with Benny, had no clue who Spesh was. Or maybe you were and you was like, yo, these are the dudes that I've been telling you about. You were in one of those boxes when the first one came out. So now we're here. The wave has come. Rock Nation knows who they are. Hove and M know who they are. Half of them been on Shady. They've been all over Sirius, XM, Shade 45, classic freestyles, critically acclaimed albums by all members of GXFR. And I don't know. I don't know if people think Spesh got a classic. He got some classic verses to me. Sunday School on the Plugs I Met album is a classic verse to me. You know what I'm saying? The fast car and the gun, trying to catch up with rivals. I got a lamb and a stick, like I'm fresh off the Bible. Huh? Like, oh my God. That guy's amazing. Saying that to say, man, Stab and Shot, to listen to it, I honestly think it's a dope project. Car tested, hoodie season tested. I don't promote violence or crimes of any color, but I mean, hey, if you want to get a little amped up, maybe pistol whip somebody, this might be the project for you. I don't know. Maybe you got a gram or something left you want to sell. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. I would recommend you sit in your house with your family and your priorities, and you just enjoy this and relive your glory days, or take your mind to a different place, something like the Oculus. But do what you do. Just make sure you listen to this album while you're doing it. That's really all I got for it, man. It's highlight some tracks that I super mess with off the rip. Busta Rhymes is on the project. Dave East on the project. Ransom is on the project. Ransom gets super busy. V Don is on here. So, Who Really the King? I think Who Really the King has my favorite Spesh verse on it so far. So far from the listens that I've been on. I also love Hometown Hero, Brick Specials. I think those are joints. The joint with Bad Guy with Dave East, Class Murder, that's dope. And shout to them also. And I think this is important to say. Shout to them for grabbing Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes giving me a glimpse of the person that I like on a joint called Jesus Arms. Been very critical about Busta Rhymes because I haven't really enjoyed 2020's Busta Rhymes. This is the decade for sure where I am. Well, in the last decade too. He lost me late last decade into this decade. I never really went to Busta Rhymes for the drug talk, for the crack talk, but I definitely ain't here for him trying to do, freak records with some of the new young women talent out here. So it's refreshing to just hear Busta Rhymes get on some bare knuckle, bully foot rap ish. I think that's important. Um, of course, Danger on the beat, yo. It's yeah. Listen, Stabbed and Shot 2, great album. Well, I'm sorry. Let me calibrate correctly. Dope project. Um, do I think this is better than Mother and Gun? No, no, I don't. Do I think this is better than Everybody Can't Go? No, I don't think that it's meant to be that either, though. I don't think that when these two got in, they were like, yo, we got to outdo our solo projects. And not for nothing, you can even hear through some of the interludes and the short skits here that I don't think they're necessarily trying to outdo the first Stabbed and Shot. I think they're just giving their core audience what they wanted. And what they wanted was to hear Benny and Spesh some more. And super serving your core audience is what will keep you alive in this era of music, especially and specifically. A lot of artists are casting too wide of a net. They're trying to get everybody to like them and everybody to get down with this. This, you don't need all of that. You're either going to like this or you don't, and that's fine. But this is for the people that really mess with 38 Spesh no matter what. It's for the people that really mess with Benny the Butcher no matter what. It ain't for any of y'all that got on to these cats because you heard that they were that you heard Benny had a Drake record. This ain't for y'all. This ain't for y'all. This ain't for y'all that are here because you heard the Drake leak. You dig? This is not for any of you that are anticipating if Tommy Richmond is going to win the Grammy for $1 Million Baby. This ain't for y'all. This is super serving your core audience, something that every artist should do, hands down, no matter what. Like the people that like you. Serve the people that's here to buy from you. And that's what Stabbed and Shot 2 is all about. And I think you're gonna enjoy it for what it is until the next project comes out. I honestly I think that's it. No deep dive. No, ooh, where did they go here with it? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I couldn't be as detailed and as thorough as I was for LL Cool J's The Force, but this project doesn't do what LL Cool J's The Force did. Okay, so 3 out of 5. Final answer. Make sure y'all listen to it. I appreciate you checking out this live. Whenever you decide to check out the live, thank you so much. Yeah, until next time, next Tuesday, I believe I should have the next review ready for y'all next Tuesday. Until next time, though, always and consensually, it's love.